This is going to be a model review of the Liebherr L576 wheel loader made by Conrad in 1/50th scale. This model only came out in late 2012, so it's fairly new. Very little reviews of it on YouTube as I know of. There's only maybe one that I've seen. So this is a very high quality model. It's got a few plastic pieces. I will go over those later. First off, I will go through the movement of the model, and we'll start off with the arm. It goes up, raises up, and can curl in, well, really really loose, and can dump as well. It also curls in at a low height, so you can travel with stuff in the bucket, and that stays there, which is fantastic. It can turn both ways and that works with 2 hydraulic cylinders in the center part there, and the wheels have a floating axle on the back, which is good. So I will get into closer detail on the model in a second. So as I said earlier, there's a few pieces of plastic on this model. Not very much at all. I'll point that out right here. I'll use my pick. The fenders right here are plastic, and the lights, these 2 headlights, the cylinder jacket, the mirrors, and the hubcaps, I mean the wheel hubs, are plastic, but it's a very, very hard plastic. It doesn't really bend much at all, you know, as you can see. And the paint match with the grays, it's identical. There's really no difference in paint match at all. And I must say that Conrad did a very good job with that, and everything else is casted metal. So going into detail, the bucket, as you can see, there's not much to the bucket, just the teeth, the guard, and the wear guard. They casted that well. There's warning sticker in there, as you can see down there by the tire, and the Liebherr decal is also very well. Also on this model, the cylinders in there work. There's a rubber mud flap. This is all metal. This is plastic, but that doesn't really matter at all. The tires have good texture and good tread pattern. Up top here, as you can see, that is etched out. It's hard to tell with the camera, but it's that little panel is etched all the way through. Up on the deck, you can see there's some fine non-slip texture, and like I'm saying, everything else you're seeing here is metal. Everything I haven't pointed out. The back, there's the stack is there, and the rear view camera as well. Sorry about the glare. Actually, it's a bit of shade, but it's not too bad. The lights are painted on. They're painted in. The warning label. These 2 little hooks here are drilled through, as you can see, and that's the camera there, and that's the stack. As you can see, it's drilled through, and that's just painted, but at least they put it there. Moving around to this side, there's no difference at all. You know, there's really not much to this model to really point out. You know, the underside, they did a good job. They modeled the drive shaft, and like I said, they made this axle floating. And Conrad made in Germany, and Liebherr is casted into the bottom. Another thing I'm going to point out that Conrad doesn't do, and a lot of you know this, they still don't do that, is they don't paint their pins. And what people don't like it. I don't really care because it's still a really good model, and that stuff doesn't really bother me. And they're not really big pins anyway. They're only those little brass pins. So that's really good. Getting in behind the bucket here as well, you probably couldn't see it very well. There's a Z-bar linkage, of course. And oh yeah, and the cylinder jacket down there, that's plastic as well. But that's really pretty much it, unless you guys want to see the cab. I can try it. The cab's pretty good. Liebherr on the top of the cab there. They have Liebherr written on it. They have painted lights up on top. The mirrors are plastic. You have to assemble those when you get the model. And the seat and the console over there. That's really hard to see. And the steering wheel is in there, of course. And like I said, you know, the steps, handrails, metal, all metal. So it's a very good model. Another thing they modeled over here, they modeled handrails and lights on the back of the cab as well. It's all metal. And another thing they did over here was they added the little filler cap. If you can see that, that's really hard to see. Sorry about the glare. There, they added the little filler cap right there for the fluid, and that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot else to it. It would have been nice if they made some opening compartments, but I really, because I'm a really huge fan of that on models, but that's all you can do, really. But I'm really content with the model. I love it a lot. It's the best wheel loader model I have. What I will do now is I will compare it, because it's really good to compare models for those of you who want to buy it. And I have a good comparison because a lot of people own Norscot models, of course. And just a second. This is old and beat up, but here's a Norscot 980G, and a lot of people have owned Norscot 980Gs, and as you can tell, it's not a whole lot of size difference. So I'd say that's about a 972 size or something like that. Not a whole lot of difference in the size, you know. So this is old and beat up, but I have it because I use it for comparisons. It's good. And I will be probably picking up one of the new 980Ks when they come out later this year, because I really like the K series wheel loaders. But this is old. I've had this when I was like 7, so mistreated it a little bit since then. Anyways, there is the Conrad Liebherr L576. Very nice model. Highly recommend it. It goes for about 107 on diecastmodels.co. If that's where you prefer to buy from, that's where I prefer to buy from, because they're a great dealer, and I recommend you go check them out if you haven't already. Other than that, guys, and they sell Conrad, NZG, Sword, and TWH, and I believe a little bit of WSI, which is really great. And anyways, hope you enjoyed the review, and please subscribe, and if you liked the review. And there probably will be more coming up, because I have nothing to do with my time, so I'm going to start posting a few videos again. So I hope that's some good news, and talk to you guys later.